You know, a lot can happen in a day, but the most important things happen at night. And on the 18th of March, nothing is going to be more apparent than that. Because on the 18th of March, it's HMRC day versus night. It's HMRC D genelate Team X versus the late shift. And it's HMRC, the day of reckoning, the day of change, the day when the torch will be passed. Now we all know who I am. We all know that I am Gary the manager, Gary the captain, Gary the organiser, Henderson. But this behemoth, this giant, this 6'4", 220-pound monster standing beside me is Fraser, the roly-goly McNichol. Now Fraser McNichol has been drafted in by myself. And he's not been drafted in because our team's weak, he's been drafted in because, well, quite frankly, I love having a monster in my team. And on the 18th of March, Fraser is going to show how much of a monster he is. He's going to show how much of a cannibal he is. He's going to show how much of a behemoth he is. When Fraser keeps the cleanest of sheets against the degenerating day shift. Because when that day shift degenerates and is lying there in a pool of its own cess, when it's lying there in a pool of its own blood, a pool of its own sick, a pool of its own sweat, and a pool of its own tears, the day shift will know that their time is no more. The day shift will know that the torch has been passed, and the torch has been passed on to Fraser, and the torch has been passed on to myself as D genelate Team X. You're past it and you know that you're past it. And by knowing that you're past it, you're trying to go out with one last hurrah. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm quite sorry, that last hurrah is never going to happen. Because that last hurrah is going to be stamped on and trumpeted on by myself, by Fraser, and by 9 other men in that pitch. March 18th, ladies and gentlemen, the world changes forever. Night overtakes day and the sun finally sets. Fraser?
What I'm going to save, you better hope you can save yourself